Now, we are on our last part. Okay, last part tayo ng ating discussion for today, which is about the non-homogeneous linear equations with constant coefficients. Okay, so earlier, uh, we have discussed homogeneous. On this part, non-homogeneous na. So there are two methods. So for the determination of YP, or that is the particular solution. Okay, so we have the method of undetermined coefficients, or that is MUC, method of undetermined coefficients, MUC, and the variation of parameters. So it has been shown previously, okay, that this particular solution represents only one part of the general solution. So since we have two parts for the solution of the non-homogeneous, so that is YC, which is obtained by making your non-homogeneous equation to a homogeneous equation. We have YC. So techniques in solving for YC was discussed earlier on part 2. We have the three or the four cases, uh, basically three cases only, and then we have added fourth case. So we have the distinct roots, repeated roots, imaginary roots. And then that's for YC. And then for YP, this is now for this part. Okay. So we will now be solving for YP, okay, using the two different methods, MUC and variation of parameters. Okay, so let's tackle first MUC, or the method of undetermined coefficients. Okay, so the method of undetermined coefficients we have here, let f of t be a polynomial in the operator t. And then you consider now the equation f of t times y is equal to r of x. Take note, we have now r of x. Okay, r of x. Oops. We have now r of x. Okay, so let the roots. Okay, so okay, your f of m is equal to 0. Your let the roots of your auxiliary equation, as we have discussed earlier, that is m is equal to m sub 1, m sub 2, up to m sub n. And then the general solution of y is y is equal to yc was plus yp. Okay, so where your yc can be obtained at once from the values of m. Okay, so that is using your auxiliary equation. Y of c can be obtained. And where y is equal to yp is any particular solution. So we will be obtaining that one from equation 4.49. Now suppose that the right member, or the right side of the equation r of x, is itself a particular solution of some homogeneous linear differential equation. So let's consider that your r of x is a particular solution. Okay? So we now have your g of d times r is equal to 0. So now your roots will become m prime is equal to m1 prime, m sub 2 prime up to m prime k. So the values of m prime, okay, take note, the values of m prime can be obtained by inspection from r of x. So we will see later how to obtain values of m prime by using inspection. Okay, and then okay, uh, let's try to proceed now to the example so that you can see immediately what we are talking in here. Okay, let's try to solve examples. Okay, take note. Okay, take note of this in italics. So take note that MUC is applicable only, okay, only when the right member of the equation, that is r of x, is itself a particular solution of some homogeneous linear differential equation with constant coefficients. So my limit, there's a limit in using MUC. So basically, if I'm not mistaken, this can be used only for polynomials. Your r of x, okay? Your r of x are polynomial. Okay? Your r of x is a polynomial, either polynomial exponential, okay? Polynomial. Ito lang ang pwedeng paggamitan ng MUC. pag yung R of X mo ay polynomial, exponential, function, tsaka function of sine and cosine lang. Kasi there is a, ano siya, particular solution na siya ng iyong, ng iyong homogeneous linear differential equation. Okay, so, example tayo. So that you can see how it will be done. Okay. Let's saglit lang. That is okay. So let's try to solve example 4.18. Yes. Okay. Let's try to solve equation example 4.18 so that we can see what we are talking earlier. Okay, let's try to solve that one. So we have the given that is d squared plus b minus 2 times y is equal to 2x minus 40 cosine 2x. Okay? Okay, so from that, okay, we first get the homogeneous. So let's, so the homogeneous differential equation. So the homogeneous differential equation is d squared plus b. So we need to solve for yc. Okay, so to solve for yc, we need to have your right side of the equation be equal to 0. Okay, so for homogeneous linear differential equation, okay, your R of x is equal to 0. So that is for us to obtain y of c. Since our solution is y is equal to yc plus yp. We first obtain yc, of course. That is by using your auxiliary equation. So in auxiliary equation 4, we now have m squared plus m minus 2 is equal to 0. Okay, what are the roots of this one? Okay, so we factor this one. So we now have m. So what will be the numbers that if we add them, it's equal to 1. And if we multiply, it's equal to 2, negative 2. And that is negative yung isa positive. So we have 1 tsaka 2. Okay? So we have m minus 1 times m plus 2. So therefore, your m, okay, we have 1 and negative 2. Okay? So this is now, so therefore your yc is equal to c sub 1 e raised to x plus c sub 2 e raised to negative 2x. Okay? So this is now our yc. Okay? That's our yc. And then, from that yc, okay? So let's now see, let's now check r of x, okay? From the given differential equation. Okay? Your r of x from the given differential equation is 2x minus 40 cosine 2x. Okay? So we need to solve for m prime values. Okay? M prime. So when can we get a solution that has an x? Okay? So we have an x in here if your root, okay, if your root is repeated. Okay? So for repeated root, that is y, diba? If you can recall, using, sabi natin ito kanina, okay, as you can see earlier. So your right member R of x, okay, is a particular solution of some, okay, of some homogeneous linear DE. So let's suppose that this is a solution or a particular solution of a homogeneous linear DE. So homogeneous, kunyari yan, solution siya ng homogeneous. So Magkakaroon ka ng x. You will obtain x in here once you have repeated roots. That is repeated roots C1 uh, e raised to m sub 1x plus c sub 2x e raised to m sub x. Let's make that b to be uniform with our notations. So bx. Okay, so it's bx. So we have here x. Okay, so since this is only 2x, okay, so particular solution, so we can say, okay, so we don't have in here e raised to x term. Wala tayong e raised to bx, di ba? Pero may x tayo. Okay? So therefore, we can say that the root, okay, the repeated root in here, your b is 0. Okay? So you have 2. Since that is up to x. So up to 2, up to x, you have 2 repeated roots, which is 0. Okay? But for the next one, okay, we have cosine 2x. Again, we recall from the previous discussion on the repeat on imaginary. So that is c sub 1 e raised to ax cosine bx. Okay? Plus c sub 2 e raised to ax sine bx. Okay? So we have in here cosine 2x. Okay? Cosine 2x tayo. So we have in here cos bx. So therefore, but we don't have ax. So the root in here, okay, so the root in here for the first part, the root is b tsaka b. Okay, dito, your m is a plus or minus bi. Since we don't have a in here, e raised to ax in the 40 cosine 2x term. Okay, so we now have cosine only. Okay, cosine only. So your b, that is 2. So your m is plus minus 2i. Okay, so this is now your m prime. Okay, so from your m prime, okay, we can now write that. Okay, so your yp is okay. So your yp, we can write that now. Your yp as, so we have your 0, 0. So we have your a, okay, plus bx, okay, plus c. We now have your a is 0, cosine c cosine 2x plus b sine 2x. Okay? So this is now our yp. Okay? But we need to determine your values of a, b, c, d. We need to determine a, b, c, d. Okay, how do we determine the values of a, b, c, d? Okay? So to determine the values of a, b, c, d, okay, we need to, since the given is this one, okay, is the given. So up to the second derivative tayo, d squared, up to the second derivative. So that is, we get the derivative of yp, okay, derivative of yp is your a0, bxb, okay, we now have the derivative of c cosine 2x, that is 2, this will become negative, right? Okay, negative na yan. Negative 2c sine 2x plus 2d cosine 2x. That is for dyp. And then, obtain the second derivative, d squared yp. Oh, derivative of dyp. That is negative 4c cosine 2x. Okay, minus 4b sine sine 2x. Okay. So from this one, okay, we now have dyp and d squared yp. So from the given differential equation, ito, this one, that is given. So we now have, again, let's have the given in here, that is d squared plus d minus 2y is equal to 2x minus 40 cosine 2x. Okay, from the given. This is the given DE. So we substitute d squared yp, dyp, and yp values. Okay, so to substitute that one, okay, we substitute that. Okay, so we now have, okay, we distribute this y. So we have d squared y plus dy minus 2y equal to 2x minus 40 cosine 2x. Okay, so d squared y, so that is 4c, okay, I mean negative 4c cosine 2x minus 4d sine 2x, okay, plus, dy, this is the dy, b minus 2c sine 2x plus 2d cosine 2x. And then minus 2y, minus 2 times y, we have a plus bx plus c cosine 2x plus d sine 2x. Okay, it's equal to 2x minus 40 cosine 2x. Okay. What will be the next step? We simplify that. Okay. We simplify that one. Okay, we simplify that one. So we now have, okay, 4c, 40, okay, okay, tapos 2. Okay, we distribute this 2, negative 2. So we have negative 4c cosine 2x minus 4d sine 2x plus d minus 2c sine 2x plus 2d cosine 2x minus 2a minus 2bx minus 2c cosine 2x minus 2d sine 2x. That's equal to 2x minus 40 cosine 2x. Okay, we combine like terms. Okay, we combine like terms. Let's see. We combine like terms. We have 4c cosine 2x, cosine 2x, or 2d cosine 2x. No, no, no. So we have, okay, that is, I think we have, ito pala, 2c cosine 2x. And then, negative 4d sine 2x, we have negative 2d sine 2x, and then we have b, and then, wala na. Okay, so we combine that. Wala na. So we apply, okay. So from that, we have negative 4, we have negative 4, ang dalawahin ko itong isa. So let's make this two lines. Okay. So we now have negative 4c cosine 2x minus 2c cosine 2x, that is negative 6c or 6c cosine 2x minus, okay, 4d minus 2d, that is negative 6d sine 2x. Okay. And then we have plus b minus 2c sine 2x plus 2d cosine 2x minus 2a minus 2bx is equal to 2x minus 40 cosine 2x. Okay? And then from that, okay, we now, gagawin natin kasunod. Okay, from this, we equate the left side of this equation to the right side. Okay, to the right side. Okay, so this equation, okay, identity siya in x. So we can equate the coefficients of each of the functions. We have cosine 2x to the right side. We have cosine 2x in here, and then we have your x. So we can equate that one. So let's equate. Let's now have the cosine 2x terms. So we have negative 6c, okay, cosine 2x. So, and then this one, plus 2d, okay, that's equal to the cosine 2x in here. So that is negative 40. Okay, this is now equation number 1. Okay, next, for sine 2x, cosine 2x, we have negative 6d, okay, negative 6d, and then this one, negative 2c, okay, there's none. On the right side, there is no sine 2x term. So this is now equal to 0. Okay, equation number 2. Okay, and then the next part, we have the constant b. So we have the constant, the constant. So we have b, b minus 2a is equal to, there is no constant in here on the right side, so that is 0. Equation number 3. And then last part, we have this one, negative 2b. This is x. We equate sa x. So we have negative 2b is equal to 2. Okay. This is equation number 4. Okay. So from equation number 4, we can see that your b, okay, from equation number 4, your b is equal to negative 1. Okay. Okay, next. We know now the value of b. So we can also for the value of for the equation number 3. Okay. So that is simply, so we have negative 1 minus 2a is equal to 0. So we have negative 1 is equal to 2a. Therefore, your a is equal to negative 1/2. Okay, this is your a. And then, we have your equations 1 and 2 left. So this is 2 equations and 2 unknowns. Okay, we can use substitution. So, from equation 2, okay, that is negative 6d is equal to 2c, or therefore c is equal to negative 3d. Okay, so we substitute this to equation number 1. So we have negative 6, your c is negative 3d plus 2d is equal to negative 40. Okay, so we now have 18d plus 2d is equal to 40. So that is 20d is equal to 40. Therefore, your d is equal to 2. Okay, your d is equal to 2. And then, negative, no? Negative. So this is negative 2. Okay, and then, from, okay, dito, we substitute. So your c is equal to negative 3d. Your d is negative 2. Therefore, your c is equal to 6. Okay, so we now have obtained these values. Your e is negative 1/2, your d is negative 1, your c is 6, and your d is negative 2. Okay, so from the yp earlier, okay, is our yp. Okay, itong yp natin. So we substitute your a, b, c, and d, which we obtained. Okay, so your yp now, okay, your yp is now equal to, okay, so your a is now the negative 1/2, okay, plus your b, which is negative 1, that is minus x, okay, and then d, we have c, we have 6. So plus 6, and then that is, so dito siya galing sa YP. Okay? C cosine 2x, or C is 6 cosine 2x, and then your D is 2. So that is minus 2 sine 2x. This is now your YP. Okay? YP pa lang to. Na particular function or particular solution. And then, your YC again, okay, YC is this one. 1, negative 2. So we have YC from which we solved earlier is C sub 1 e raised to x plus C sub 2 e raised to negative 2x. Okay? This is now YC. So the general solution of your non-homogeneous, that is YC plus YP. So therefore, your Y is now equal to C sub 1 e raised to x plus C sub 2 e raised to 2x, okay? Minus 1 half minus x plus 6 cosine 2x minus 2 sine 2x. Okay, so this is now our solution to the differential equation using um, using the MUC, or method of undetermined coefficients.